Allegations of physical abuse are being hurled by both sides in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial.
Heard has come forward saying she's a victim of domestic abuse, but men often never report the crime because of so many myths and misconceptions. One being that no one would believe them, and that's exactly what we can hear Heard telling Depp in an audio tape that came out in court.
Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and
yes.
It's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
Allie Jacobs is Director of Counseling and Advocacy at the Houston Area Women's Center and joins us live. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Why don't you think more men come forward as domestic abuse victims? Is it that it's a rare crime, or is it that it reduces their manhood, so to speak, and they might be embarrassed about it?
Right. So what we know statistically is 1 in 9 males are going to experience intimate partner violence within their relationship. And I think, as with all survivors, there are stigmas in our society, in this rape culture in which we exist in, that really doubt, guilt, shame, and then also that manipulation from the perpetrator that really does prevent a lot of individuals, including men, from coming forward with their experiences.
I mean, each day of this trial, Allie, the allegations, the video, the audio is like more shocking than the day before. Do you think that with this high profile of a case, it could encourage more people to take a closer look at their own relationships and say, you know what, this is not normal and I should report this?
Absolutely. I think this could go one of two ways, right? We hear from a lot of survivors that when we see these large media cases, that it is very triggering and that is overwhelming. And I think it really depends if individuals are going to come forward after their experience, how we respond to these cases as a society, like how we are dialoguing about them. Are our statements victim blaming? Are they supportive of individuals? Are we providing spaces for survivors to be heard? And I think that really is going to be the shift if we see additional people coming forward, or if we see people as survivors, men, women, he, she, they, anybody like coming forward to talk about their experiences takes a lot of courage, and we want to create spaces where they can be heard.
And they need to be heard, but they may not know where to go. We hear about women's centers all the time, but I don't ever hear about counseling or any type of center for men. So where do they go? What resources are available for men if they might be a victim of domestic violence?
Right. So yes, we are the Houston Area Women's Center, but we provide services to all survivors, men, women, and children. So if any survivor wants to visit our website, HAWC, HoustonAreaWomenCenter.org, we have chat and 2 hotlines available 24 hours to provide support, safety planning, and just a space for a survivor to be heard and connected to the services that they deserve.
And finally, Allie, before you go, there are allegations of domestic violence on both sides of this trial here that we're watching play out. When you are in a mutually abusive relationship, I imagine that both sides are a little fearful of like going forward, because you're like, well, if I report, he's going to say I was abusive too, and then where do you go from there?
Yeah, and I think that the experience of violence is very overwhelming. There's a lot of manipulation, and we are here. We do not provide couples counseling, mainly because we don't believe it's a couples issue. We believe that abuse is a choice and is an individual's choice. So our services are going to be for the survivors, and we will make sure that all individuals are connected to the services that they need, that they deserve, and that support is available.
All right, Allie, thanks for taking time.